sour. Eat it like chowder. Rada. Never gave a fuck about $1. More money, me, more problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn. Cause I got it on my own with no help, man. Gotta get it, that's it, in myself, man. Didn't need a new hope. Deal of a new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be E.T.? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Money doubles up like a duo. I just want to get in the Euro. The game up and leave my kids like judo. Money come around like a Hoover. Making free bands in the future. Pockets on the look super. Bills will be blue slot Cooper. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call that a rumor. Curry the is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse when I take all my chips. When I pop off the like hummus C-dip. Echo back with the flip. Money flow like a battleship. Did need a new hope. Deal of a new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be E.T.? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I would never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for a with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Without you when no, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and I'm these models. It's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I would never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah. Shorty all up in my me.
right, Coach. Thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and their inner-city rivals, the New York Jets. Lachlan Edwards has it on the tee and ready to go. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Here we go now. Boom,
on the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Detroit! Tight to the right, boys. Tight to the right. Move. Leopard!
On 1st and 10. Knight. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up second down.
Detroit!
Back to the air on second down. Knight. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Off the play fake. Knight. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check. Patriot. Hey, watch 28. Check.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Gone!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Hauled in by Anderson left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! 4 down. Mike's 5-4.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 31 yards. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Lucky 56.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A first down carry for Barkley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Off play action. Knight. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards.
Detroit! Gone! Over! Watch it now, Barney!
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7. 10 more there and another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
You got 4. You got over.
They'll run with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 22. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Gun! Over!
Here's Darnold. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Gun! Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. But they face a second and long to start things out. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them special.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Throwing on first down. Knight. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Avery Williamson coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
Operating from the gun. Knight. Going for the deep ball. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Detroit! Gone!
After the interception, here's Darnold. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Detroit! Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
Darnold now to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney! Gun!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. .31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And now out come the Giants. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Back to throw. Knight, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Red Allison, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes. Yeah,
you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, Knight. And Matthews makes the grab. Evades him at the 10. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And that gets them back within a single point. It's now 10-9. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for
Blue
here.
90! Blue 90!
And they'll go to the ground attack here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
39! Green 39!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Got four down. Here we go. Check him, boss. Check the call.
Detroit! Detroit!
Kill.
Watch him now, Barney!
29 is Mike 29.
Back to throw, Darnold. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line.
Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Ingram holds it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Knight. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Gun!
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
To throw on second down. Knight toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Over, over, over.
On 1st and 10, Knight. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Breaks a tackle. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney, Barney! 25, check 25, check 25! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Over. Looking to throw. Knight. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out now come the Jets. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the motion. 29 is Mike 29. Detroit! Detroit! I'm coming after you. Watch you now, Barney.
Now it's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Detroit!
On first down, it's Darnold. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
4 down. Check. Motion!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Gun! Detroit! Let's go. All right, now, Lucky 56.
Now Darnold. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Davis. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17.
Hey, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they take the lead out in front at 13-12. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Gun! 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Gun!
Lauletta looking for a first down throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Joe Williams, there. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
56 Mike. Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Lauletta. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Darnold from the gun. Steps away to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
To throw is Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
4 down, 4 down. Gun, 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 gun.
Mike 29. Don't get nervous.
Darnold. He's going to wind up and air it out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
We got 4. We got 4. Check, check. Detroit! Detroit!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Leopard.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
No. Check. Patriot.
Whip. Watch the whip. Show it 8.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
No. Check. Patriot.
Mike's 54.
Now they try the right side here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they'll run it here. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go now. Green 39. Hey, turn it up. Watch him now, Barney.
Check 49.
Watch twist.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Over. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Lauletta. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. 319. 319.
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 2nd and 10, Lauletta. Eluding the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch him now, Barney! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Hey, watch the slant! Over!
And the blitz does come. Burst by him near the 35. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. On 1st down, it's Lauletta. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at third and a few inches.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
They'll go to Barkley again. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Even.
Over.
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Over! Detroit!
Here's Darnold. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Gun!
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check your hot read. On 3. Motion.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gun! Over!
Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here's Lawletta now on 2nd. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Check, Patriot. Set, blue 90. Watch him now, Barney.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Switch. Hey, I got him. Let's be.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Gun! All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Lawletta. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram with time running out. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go down.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how...
I done seen the best of them,